Hey everyone, this is going to be a two-part video. So the first part is going to be of me explaining in greater detail what happened, and then the second one is going to be the gameplay footage itself. Before I go ahead and start off, I want to explain that this is in no way calling out Shattered Skull Airsoft. Don't get me wrong, they have some really nice people there, people like Austin, but I think Timothy, or T-Bone, his actions need to be looked into and possibly disciplined. Because his behavior today was completely unacceptable. Um, so let me go ahead and explain. There is an event at Mount Doom Paintball and Airsoft, and this event was hosted by Shattered Skull Airsoft. Sometimes the members of Shattered Skull Airsoft can act as refs because they have permission from Doug, the field owner. Us as an airsoft group, we decided to go for a game out on the field, and SSA was not there with us when we decided to pick a field and the game mode and the rule set. We went to a piece of the property called Twin Towers. It's this huge building where there's plenty of doors and windows. The deal is, we were all fine with being able to shoot out of the windows. The reason why this is a problem is because normally the field rules say that you can't shoot out of the windows, but for this particular scenario, everybody that was playing was totally fine with that. The game mode was we were supposed to hold Twin Towers for 10 minutes. So we went over to our sides and we started the game, and as we started the game, two members of SS Airsoft jumped in without knowing the game mode or the rule set. And the first thing that they saw was me shooting at them through the window. They didn't like this one bit, so I explained to them what we had arranged, and I guess maybe they didn't hear me, but as to make a point of avoiding confrontation, I decided to play by the field rules and not shoot out the windows. So I shot from a different position, and from this position I can see Timothy in this building, and he's shooting through this murder hole. Now, rules of engagements by logic says that if my team or I get shot at through that position by that player, that I'm allowed to return fire through that same piece of cover. So he was shooting at us through the murder hole. I think he was trying to shoot at me, to be honest. I can't remember. But he was shooting at us through that murder hole, and I shot back at him. And the only thing that was exposed, hate to say it, but it was the head. And I shot him in the head a couple of times. And, you know, instead of taking the hit, going back to respawn, and, you know, continuing to play the game, he decided to go into a fit of rage and damage the property. This is what the damage looks like. This was the building that he was in, and some of the panels from this building had actually fallen off. There's a piece from the back and a piece from the front. You know, that was the first thing, and then the second thing was, in his fit of rage, he decided to overshoot at my position. I wasn't there at the time. I was actually walking away because, you know, I wanted to deconflict the situation and not actually be there. But you know, I played the game according to the rules, and he got mad. So what I have to say is, as a 7-year airsoft veteran, behavior like this is totally unacceptable. Whether I am your typical weekend airsofter or a ref for the field, damaging property is not acceptable behavior. And if it was me, I would probably be banned from the field or have to pay reparations for the damages. Instead, I don't think Doug is doing anything about that. We ended up winning that game mode, and before starting the next game mode, I had decided to take the footage, because I had recorded it, take the footage over to Doug and explain what had happened. He decided that he didn't want to take any action, while I didn't really agree with his decision, I respect that. It's his field, it's his property, it's his decision. Um, but Doug has advised me that it would be a good idea for me to put out this video, and his exact words was, it would be a teaching moment for him. And I truly believe so. As much as I hate to put out videos like this, I truly think that this is a learning moment, because um, it's just, you at all times you need to keep your behavior in check. Otherwise, you just don't belong in some places. This is a field where we allow kids to come and play, and if you're out there on the field swearing and destroying property, then nobody wants to play out on that field. Um, so I want to remind you that this video is in no way meant to call out Shattered Skull Airsoft, but I really do think that Timothy's actions needs to be looked into and possibly disciplined. This is going to be uncut footage. I know when you guys watch this that there is going to be a transition from one event to the next, but that's because somebody shot me. Other than that, the video I'm about to show you is truly uncut. I'm not going to make any type of edits other than probably zooming in.